The trend in homes and RVs is to go small.
We're going to show you how one couple are living the minimalist lifestyle in their custom-built rolling tiny home.
I'm Jamie.
I'm Linda.
And this is Roaming with Rosie. Rosie is 40 feet with large slides and lots of storage. Now this really works for our RV lifestyle, but there are negatives to having an RV of this size.
For one thing, there's lots of places we can't go with Rosie because she's huge.
And the maintenance for an RV of this size is not cheap.
We've been getting to know lots of people who've created a minimalist lifestyle that suits their desire to find joy in experiences instead of things. Meet Walt and Stacy. This is their third season of living tiny in their custom-built box truck named Boxy, along with their cat Kookie. Walt and Stacy decided they want to see the country before retirement. They already owned a box truck for business, but now they've built it out to an RV that fits the lifestyle they enjoy 8 months of the year. Let's take a look at Boxy and get to know more about Walt and Stacy's adventure. Okay, well, thank you for showing us your home. Guys, what would you say is your favorite thing about this lifestyle?
The freedom and the people you meet.
I love the people, the companionship with everybody, sitting around the fire pits, discussions. Also, oh my goodness, hunting for rocks. There is every kind of rock you can imagine, and crystals are so much fun to find.
So how much of the year are you guys actually on the road?
8 months out of the year. Still have a property in Indiana, and then we live on the property and we rent our house out.
So you guys spend 4 months on your property, and you have a shop that you live in?
It used to be my man cave, and we just turned it into a house.
Okay.
Basically apartment. And we live there, and then we rent our house out, which is on the same property.
So hey roamers, we're here today with Walt. We're actually going to go through and he's going to explain his build out on his box truck here that he calls Boxy.
I'm not for sure how long it took me to do this. It was a kind of a long process because I was working out of the truck at the same time. It took me longer just to figure out how to do it. This right here, all this is a piece of plywood. I done this fairly cheap. This is a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. I got a piece of plywood, I sanded it down. I got some green paint, some brown paint, just add some water to that paint, and then that paint down, that latex paint, thin it down and go over this, and then I'd rub it off, then I'd put another color on, go over it, rub it off, and then I'd polyurethane the whole top. This right here is a piece of angle metal off of a barn that I just had out in my shop, and I just beat it down. And if we want to eat inside here, we can just raise this table up.
Okay.
And then you can eat or whatever you want to do, if you want to use the computer on here or whatever. This is our sink here that we built.
And then you guys have a Berkey. Do you use that all the time?
We do, all the time, and we've had this thing about 3 years. We have our spot here that I have my computer on, that when we're traveling, we usually have our stove right here on here, but right now we got our own kitchen out there in our tent. Okay, the refrigerator freezer we actually use as a freezer, and then we have 2 other coolers that we use as a refrigerator. So we freeze ice in this one, Gatorade bottles, and then we can use our ice and put in their refrigerator instead of trying to have this as a refrigerator. It's too small.
This is a all self-contained shower. Is it also, so it's also the toilet and the shower together, kind of?
Yes. We have a composting toilet here.
Okay.
And we have a shower here that goes into a gray tank. And this shower is approximately 4 foot by 2.5 foot. Good size shower.
The gray tank, how big is that?
The gray tank is around 20, I believe 20 gallons. We do have a water heater, on-demand water heater, and when we take a shower, we just hang it on the outside of the box truck, and then I run the water lines. I got water lines that go out there, and I just hook up the water lines, which, you know, just screw them on.
Now, does it work off of propane?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And is it the kind that has the big D batteries on the bottom that you put in?
Yeah, the battery's just, it's just to spark it.
That's
yeah,
for
to
igniting
start
it.
yeah,
Okay.
Just ignite it.
And you
We have a
installed...
max fan. Yeah, I installed that max fan, and we've got like 2 inches of insulation up above this wood here. This is just basically a paneling.
Now there's two of you, so how does the bed work?
Okay, this bed is a couch in the daytime, and at nighttime we can flip this board up, which comes over to here. We pull this mattress out and put that one down, so we got basically a queen size bed in here.
I'm noticing all the woodworking in here.
This wood here is some wood I tore out of a house that I was remodeling, and this wood here is popular, and I believe it's close to 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was an old house. So, and this was an actual baseboard in that house.
That was the baseboard?
This was the baseboard in that house, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they had nails in there about this long, and they had tons of them. And it was something to get out. This is storage up here. This is storage right here. A book that I'm reading right now from Lori Rader Day. This is actually my niece, and she's got about 8 books out. And you can buy them all on Amazon.
So this is your escape hatch right
Yes.
here, right?
Yes. So that's how we get up.
Now I notice we have, which looks like is that a solar charger?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that's your charger. How much solar do you actually have?
We have 200 watts of solar
Okay.
and 200 amp hours of batteries, AGM batteries down
Okay.
here. And everything's Renogy.
Okay.
We have a DC to DC charger.
Oh, okay.
We can charge our batteries from our truck. If our truck's running, we can switch it on and charge our batteries there. We have our solar to charge it, and we have a battery charger if nothing else works, so we can just hook a battery charger up to it. And we have a Renogy 2000 watt inverter there.
So with everything you got going inside the box truck here, how long will those batteries and all that last you typically?
Well, if we run it all day, if we have sunshine all day, which you can see right now, we got 100%. So, and on our battery charger there, you can tell that we're actually putting in more energy than we're burning. So,
Right.
once we do that, we can last all night long with our freezer running, and with our TV, we run our TV off the inverter, and that's, you know, we could use another battery maybe,
Right.
and maybe one more solar panel that we wouldn't have to worry about it at all. But right now we're doing all right now with that, with the two.
Do you have an external generator that you use ever?
I do.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes,
All right.
but we only use that when we need it, you know.
Right.
But if we need it, we can just hook it up to there.
So this is Stacy, and she had to be talked into this a little bit, this lifestyle.
That's true.
Yeah.
Correct.
How long did it take him? How long did it take Walt to talk you into doing this?
Not real long.
No?
Probably about a couple weeks, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It took
Really?
took Jamie like 3 years to talk
Really?
me into doing anything like this, and certainly not what you
Wow.
guys, yeah.
I was really excited because
Yeah.
I like to explore
Okay.
and enjoy the freedom and the lifestyle. You can come and go.
Yeah, so, and do you still love it?
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys have been on the road for 2 years.
This will be our third season.
Third season. They had COVID interruption, of course, like everyone else.
Yes.
That kind of got us going earlier than we planned.
Uh-huh.
So this is basically your kitchen, and this is new to you guys.
Correct.
Because we were out here in November, you didn't have this yet.
No.
So, but the seed was planted for it.
Yes. Added living space. Very, very needed.
Because before this, we saw that they basically had an outdoor kitchen, and they have their small indoor kitchen if the weather's bad. So to come back and to see you guys have like this whole dining tent is really a big addition.
It's
How many
excellent.
feet is this tent?
It's, what is it?
12 by 12.
12 by 12
Okay.
clamshell, and it does really well in the wind because there is
Yeah.
wind out here in Arizona.
We've had some really bad winds the last week.
Yes.
So you've covered the flooring. This is gravel under here. So you just
Right.
have carpeting or rugs?
Rugs, yep, to help with the dust and the dirt.
Okay. And you guys have kind of done rugs all the way out, so you're not really tracking dirt anywhere from
Correct.
from your living space.
Correct.
Your cooking is this stove.
Yep, the Coleman stove. So
Okay.
you're kind of limited to what you can make, but you can do a lot on the propane stove.
Do you have a microwave? in
No
here?
microwave.
Wow.
That's
Like
been
really old school.
changed. Yes.
Right?
Very old school. Yes.
So that's pretty cool. But you've got this is like your pantry behind me here.
Correct.
And then you wash your dishes there.
Yes, we've got a washing station.
Okay. And then you keep more stuff underneath these?
Correct.
Okay.
And make our little tablecloth out of our tarps, and it kind of hides the other things underneath.
Okay. And
storage.
how do you guys have a heater in here for when it
We
gets cold?
do have a heater. It is actually attached to this 2x4 and a bucket of rocks that we got from the wash. It's a Wave 3 and it's propane, so you just have to ignite it and make sure the propane tank is on. So that's nice as well. So this heats it up in the mornings when those cold mornings for
Okay.
us. And then our Coleman stove that we use is hooked to a big tank underneath, but when it's in the boxy, we have the little small tanks that we
Okay.
hook it to.
So when you're actually on the road going from place to place, then you move this inside and you would cook inside.
Correct, in the
Okay.
boxy.
Is there anything else in here that you're kind of
Um,
proud
it-
of?
It's nice that he's hooked a light to a battery. It's just a small battery down here, like a lawnmower battery. And he hooked a light to the top, so when I come in the morning, if it's dark, I just push the button.
Wood and stuff over here. What is
This is all just scrap wood that I had around the shop.
and then the significance of the plates?
The plates are, I'm from Indiana. My wife's Stacy's from Idaho. So that's the reason we have these two plates. This plate is the same year my daughter was born.
Okay.
The knocker there we got from Stacy's brother when we first got married, or when we first moved in our house.
So I decided to ask Stacy here, where do you keep your stuff?
Well, we keep our stuff, our clothing, which most of it's my clothing, in the 8x5 trailer, and we have to bring our tools along too. So this is our catcher all, like our generator, our coolers, all of our etc.s that will not fit in the box truck travels in the trailer.
And then, is this for working out?
Yes, this is our pull-up bar. Yeah, we hang on the bar because
Okay.
it just helps stretch our bodies
Oh,
out,
okay.
and it's a really good workout too to do some pull-ups.
So this is your antenna for your television?
Yes, this is our antenna for our television, and it will collapse all the way back down, and we decided to secure it to our trailer. That way we don't have to move it all the time.
Does it stay on the trailer? Oh no, it doesn't. You take it all down when you drive.
Correct.
Okay.
And what would you guys say is your least favorite thing about not just Quartzsite, but this whole lifestyle?
Making the bed in the morning.
How about you?
Well, just smaller spaces, getting used to each other's ways. That, I would say, that's kind of a challenge sometimes.
Okay.
But it's all worth it in the end. It's very simple life, and it's just all worth it.
Where do you hope to go during your travels?
We hope to see Utah. I hope to go to the Grand Canyon and see several different places, and like to be somewhere where it's warm. And yeah, and I see our future still coming back to Quartzsite, just from the group of our friends that we've really connected with.
Okay.
They're like an extended family.
Yeah, that's what we find is that Quartzsite itself may not be the most beautiful part of the Sonoran Desert, but it's a perfect place to rendezvous with other people that you've met on the road and to
Absolutely.
make more friends, like you guys.
Yes, just
And
like you guys. Yes.
It's been really great meeting you guys this year and telling us all about how you got into this and what your future has.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
More
guys.
times to come. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Walt and Stacy, for giving us a glimpse into your lifestyle.
And thank you for watching this episode of Roaming with Rosie.
And if you think that this information will benefit someone you know, we would love to have you share it with them. In the description, you'll also find links, some offering discounts and coupons, to products and services we use and recommend. We may receive a small commission when you use those links, but it helps us to offset the cost of producing these videos.
If you want to watch more Roaming with Rosie videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
And do ring that little bell, because that's the only way that you'll be notified each time we upload a new video.
And make sure to leave a comment, that way you can be part of the conversation.
Until next time,
We'll see ya.
ya.